Hi guys, it's Tara Krieg for this week's Wisdom Wednesday, and my commitment is more real than ever. I am here in Rocky Point, Mexico with my family for spring break, but I didn't want to miss a week of Wisdom Wednesday because there's too much crazy stuff going on in the market. So I'm sure you're all seeing the headlines: banking crisis. Is your money safe? Is there going to be a run on the banks? The reality is, yes, there is a lot going on as it relates to the banking system, and I'm not going to get into the fundamentals of it because it's very complex, but what it comes down to is reserves. How much money does the bank have to have on deposit? And with interest rates going up, it is definitely putting a lot of pressure on these banks. And so with Silicon Valley Bank, the Fed stepped in and they said, hey, not only are we going to insure the FDIC amount of $250,000, but we're going to step in and we're going to insure any amounts over that for Silicon Valley Bank customers to really reinstate confidence. I think that's why they did it. There's issues with Credit Suisse Bank, and I'm sure we'll continue to hear challenges in the market because when interest rates were almost free and they've risen at the rate that they have to try to get inflation under control, there is no doubt that there's going to be disparate consequences of those Fed actions to do that. But what does that mean for housing, and how can we talk to our buyers to help reassure them that it would be silly for them to let the headlines dictate the time in which they're ready to buy a home? Because the truth of the matter is, guys, we don't have enough inventory. Tina Tambord has already addressed the fact that we have less and less inventory coming to market and that we have definitely swung back into a seller's market, and we are feeling that. So we need to be able to be an advocate for our buyers and help them really understand what's going on. And what's going on, guys, is a math problem. When you look at the new household formations to the current inventory and how interest rates are being incredibly volatile right now, if rates were to drop 1% overnight tomorrow, we would blow through the 2 months of inventory we have left. So we really need to be able to communicate to our buyers that they need to push through the fear of higher interest rates today to be able to negotiate a deal on a home, because if they wait, it is going to be much more difficult for them. Barry Habib did an amazing presentation on why it's actually better for buyers to buy in a higher interest rate environment and how in the end they negotiate a far better deal. Now, I know for you guys that were representing buyers in April and May of last year, those buyers were paying $40,000 over list price. They were letting the seller remain in the home with no rent. They were able to negotiate repairs, and we can be back in that situation before you know it. So if you would like a copy of the slides from that presentation and some basic scripting on how to help your buyers overcome whatever fears that they're having today because of the headlines, and let's be honest, fear sells, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to provide you that information, as well as do some role plays with you to kind of help you prepare yourself to talk to your buyers and sellers about that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful spring break with your families and look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much.